Days of Our Lives spoilers October 28th. EJ reveals troubling news. Marlena advises Xander. Jennifer encourages Chad. And more. Salem. The tranquil facade of a late October morning in Salem was shattered today not by a supernatural force or a long-lost twin, but by a corporate bombshell with the power to unravel the very fabric of its most powerful dynasty. In an episode set to air October 28th, Days of Our Lives delivers a masterclass in high-stakes drama as E.J. Mera Dan Feuerriegel is forced to reveal a truth so troubling it sends seismic waves through the lives of everyone connected to Mera Enterprises. The epicenter of this impending quake is the hallowed, mahogany-lined office of the CEO, where E.J. must confront his partners and family with a financial revelation that threatens not just their wealth, but their legacy. Sources close to the situation indicate that the news pertains to a catastrophic, clandestine investment gone awry, one that E.J. authorized in a desperate bid to outmaneuver a rival. The move, intended to solidify his power, has backfired spectacularly, leaving Mera Enterprises dangerously exposed and vulnerable to a hostile takeover. This isn't merely a boardroom blunder, it's a personal cataclysm. The news will land with brutal force on Stefan Mera Brandon Barish and Chad Mera Billy Flynn, who have placed their trust and their family's future in E.J.'s hands. For Chad, in particular, this feels like a devastating echo of past betrayals. Just as he was beginning to find his footing after the loss of his beloved Abigail, this crisis threatens to pull him back into a vortex of Mera dysfunction and grief. A friend's steadying hand, Jennifer's encouragement. In his darkest hour, Chad won't have to face the turmoil alone. Jennifer Horton KDMC Klein, a beacon of Horton decency in a world of Mera shadows, will step in to offer crucial encouragement. Having witnessed Chad's journey through immense pain, Jennifer recognizes the fragility beneath his corporate veneer. Jennifer sees Chad not just as a business titan, but as the boy she watched grow up, a man who has endured more heartache than anyone should, an insider reveals. Her encouragement isn't about stock prices or mergers, it's about reminding him of his own strength. She'll urge him not to retreat into isolation or anger, but to lean on his family and his own resilient spirit. She reminds him that the Horton and Mera legacies are not just about power, but about perseverance. Her words will be the lifeline he needs to decide whether to flee the fight or step up and save the company that bears his name. This pivotal conversation is expected to be a touching moment of inter-family solidarity, proving that in Salem, the Horton heart often proves mightier than the Mera dollar. A conscience in crisis. Marlena's unlikely counsel for Xander. Across town, another soul in turmoil seeks guidance, leading to one of the most intriguing pairings of the season. Xander Cook Paul Telfer, Salem's resident rogue with a recently discovered moral compass, finds himself at a professional and personal crossroads, wrestling with a decision that could either cement his hard-won redemption or send him tumbling back into the underworld. He does the unthinkable. He books an appointment with Dr. Marlena Evans Deidre Hall. The good doctor's office, usually a sanctuary for the possessed and the emotionally bereft, will now host a man more familiar with blackmail than therapy. Xander is desperate, torn between the easy, lucrative path of old habits and the difficult, honorable path that would make his beloved Sarah Lindsay Godfrey proud. Marlena is, frankly, fascinated by the complexity Xander presents. A source close to the Horton family confides. She sees the genuine struggle within him. This isn't a manipulative ploy. It's a man truly trying to be better, but unsure if he's capable. Her advice won't be about easy answers. She'll challenge him to look beyond the immediate gain and consider the man he sees in the mirror each morning, and the man Sarah sees when she looks at him. Marlena's session with Xander is less about exorcising demons and more about helping one find his conscience. This unexpected consultation promises to be a highlight, showcasing the brilliant range of Deidre Hall as she navigates the psyche of a man who is both a villain and a victim of his own past. The ripple effect, a city on the brink. EJ's troubling news does not exist in a vacuum. The potential collapse of Mera Enterprises sends anxious tremors throughout the city. Rafe Hernandez Galen Gearing, as police commissioner, will be on high alert, knowing that corporate destabilization of this magnitude often leads to a spike in crime, corporate espionage, and desperate acts from cornered players. Meanwhile, the ever-ambitious Clyde Weston James Reed is likely watching from the shadows, seeing not tragedy, but opportunity. A weakened Mera empire is a vacuum he would be all too eager to fill with his own illicit enterprises. And what of the women in EJ's life? Nicole Mera Ariane Zucker, who has fought for her happiness with EJ, will be faced with the stark reality of the man she married, a man whose ambition may have just cost them everything. Will she stand by him, or will this be the final betrayal that breaks them? The episode on October 28th is more than just a collection of scenes. It is a meticulously set domino chain. EJ's revelation is the first tile to fall, and its consequences will cascade through the weeks to come, affecting marriages, testing loyalties, and forcing every citizen of Salem to choose a side. As the autumn leaves fall in Salem, they cover a city bracing for impact. The question is no longer if the fallout will come, but who will be left standing when the dust finally settles. Tune in for a chapter that promises to redefine power, legacy, and trust in a town where nothing is ever as it seems.